Hey, today Traveler Mike is in the Bellwood Memorial Park Cemetery, and this one's a fairly new cemetery, and they're all surface headstones. There's no above ground headstones. I've got about 10 or so graves I'm going to go looking for, so come along with me. Let's see what we can find out in this cemetery. They have some columbariums here, and I'm going above ground vaults. We're going to look at some of these first real quick, just to see if there's anything in here, but we'll go through here. There's some over here, and there's an airplane flying across the highway, so hope you can hear me. But we'll check out these and see if there's anything in some of these. You see several of these. And we'll do these before we head out into the sunny part and look in the main cemetery. Okay, I've got one I'm looking for that should be in this section somewhere. It's about the only one I have that has a lot number and plot number. The others are going to take a while to find, but let me see if I can find this one, and let's keep looking. Alright, I'm looking for a George Dunlap, and he should be in this row. And I think family wanted to see if he had a military marker. Here's Dunlap right here. George Dunlap from 1893 to 1970. Well, that's his headstone, but there's no military marker. I think that's the one family wanted to know. Well, let me mark this and let them know. Another grave I'm looking for is of Amy and Arthur Willis, and I think I found them right over here. These are both fairly recent ones. Here it is. Arthur Willis from 1931 to 21, and Amy Willis from 38 to 1920. Along this way, I found another one by walking. Fortunately, the stones are all put in order somewhat out here, so all you gotta do is walk up and down, since I have no grave markings. But we'll go ahead and mark this one and then continue our trek through the cemetery. Well, it's a hot day out here in the cemetery. I'm going to check this other section here, see if I have any luck in it, and then I think I'll go up and get me some water and sit in the shade for a while, and then I can start out some more. We'll go how long it takes till I get tired of the heat. So.
The older upright headstones have a lot more elaborate carvings, symbols that meant things. The newer ones tend to just be more decorative. However, you can see from these in the cemetery between the 50s and the early 80s, they had a limited amount of choices, but they did carry some of those same themes in, so we'll look at some of these. This one, as you've seen in some of my other videos, has wheat on it, which is the divine harvest. Also, you have the ivy, which symbolizes eternity. And this particular cemetery has a lot of these with the bluebells, which means eternal love, and you tend to have those on a lot of the couples buried together. You also have the lily, which stands for eternity. And you have the olive branches, which represent peace. And then you have pine cones and evergreens on this one, and that's represents new birth and eternity. And the only other one is really the roses, and they don't seem to mean what they used to on the old headstones, because the old headstones used to mean they died in the prime of life or as a young person. These tend to be more decorative because they're pretty much found on almost every other headstone here. Like most cemeteries, people put their own memorials up on their headstones. This one has a soda and a Gatorade bottle. And this one, apparently the guy likes to drink because they've got lots of alcohol sitting here. Cars and trucks are always popular on headstones. Here you can see the same style of headstone, but they just added their own personal touch with the fisherman or the guitar. These are probably three of the most popular baby headstones in this cemetery. One with little praying babies. The other one is the heart with the ivy for eternity, and then you have the swinging bear, more of a contemporary style, but those are popular and there's a lot of them through this cemetery.
This little section here is a lot of infants and babies. I've got two babies I'm looking for, so let me see if I have any luck in here. Okay, I was looking for little babies named Zelensky or Kennan, and they're not in the little baby section, so they could still be out here. I'm probably getting a good sunburn right now, so I've only got a couple more sections I'm going to look, and then it's going to be it for the day. Well, thanks for joining me in the cemetery today. Had a little luck, found three, and came close on a couple others, but no dice. Anyway, join me in the next cemetery and we'll see what we can find. And I'll see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.
Look what I found hiding behind the buildings in the back of the cemetery. The last ride.